Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to ZSR, which is, well, everything is a little weird right now, because we don't have a commentator. There was apparently a little mix-up, and nobody's here to commentate. So I guess this is now my duty. But yeah, I guess we'll work around it, because we have to work around it. Which is really concerning. Especially since I actually don't really have enough time to do the entire commentary, but we'll see, I guess. So, yeah, let's mute the music. Let's switch over and let's hope we don't get an ad, because I don't really need an ad right now. But Twitch made it hard. Yeah, we get an ad, of course. At least we only get one, which is something. Apparently there's no audio on Ramond's side. So we'll wait for the ad to actually run through. But yeah, we wait for the ad to finish. And I hope that somebody can join me at some point. At least we have a nice audio pack on Ninban's side. I really enjoy that. A little bit more thinking and then we're ready. So the runners can start whenever. And I expect they will any second. There we go. Alrighty. Let's dive right into the action. And let's see how it's going. We can just roll with Ninban's audio. We have 24th seed against 41th seed here right now. This is winner bracket round 2. And yeah, in case somebody will join, we'll see later. But for now, we are actually going into the action. Both start from the Sanctuary. Both found only a blue rupee in the Sanctuary. Let's see where the exit goes. And that's... ah, interesting. That's right in front of the Smiths. Smith entrance is nothing of value. Obviously can't check the hole yet, because we don't have any way to access it. What happened to Ramond's stream? Did he, like... oh, he had some capture cup issues, apparently. That's fine. Alright, let's move on. Let's see what's happening here. Ooh, we got a check here in Kakariko. And that's the Bombos medallion for Ninban. On finding a cave. Nothing major so far. That's just a fairy fountain. And ooh, look at that. Spectacle rock here. Oh, it's kind of, no, that's not even spectacle rock. That's the Super Bunny Cave. So we have double chests here. What do we find? We find the map. It's the map to Ganon's Tower. And we find the Power Glove. Now that's something. So Super Bunny Cave finds us, or gets us, the Power Glove. First strength upgrade. And we keep on checking all these loading zones in Kakariko. Of course, there's quite a few of them. Here in the Chicken's Coop, what do we find? Ninban finds his access to Super Bunny Cave as well. We'll find his very own glove here. Might as well pick it up, because it's really important. Better not miss that. Okay. So Right now, we're just tracing each other's footsteps, pretty much. Another cave that Ninban finds. It's kind of hard to determine where all these caves are, especially if you're like me and are not all that familiar with cross keys. But given that we had no other commentator, I'm more than happy to jump in, of course. Let's check the library and some more houses. Ninban checking the library here. And that's the bumper cave. Alright. Ninban not checking the top of Kakariko yet. First checking the south shore here. Or the southern part of Kakariko. Now checking blind side. Ooh, and we found the entrance to Ganon's tower. Now that's something. Quite a few items to check here. Find the big key to Ganon's tower in Ganon's tower. And the small key to Turtle Rock here. Okay. Nice start. Might as well take it, I want to say. So yeah, that's important. I'll actually write that down. That's Sarasha's house, right? Blind side is nothing of value. Okay. So far, nothing really in resources. No bombs, no rupees, so nothing from the checks you can get here. Ooh, that's the smiths right there. And the bush. And the bush house is just a shop. So we're pretty much through, I believe, with loading zones in Kakariko. And then checking this one right here. And that's it for now. This visit to the South Shore actually paid off due to the little shortcut. Race game is nothing of value, just a piece of heart. And now we go to the northern side of Hyrule, Ramond. Checking stuff there, while Ninban seems to move further to the South Shore. Yeah, he is going south. So there's diverse routes here. Hoping for a bomb drop. So far, so nothing. Here on Ninban's side. Nothing. We'll probably reset the pods or the bushes and try again. There we go. Gets one bomb and safe grids. Meanwhile, Ramond is in Lost Woods. Finding the boots here. So speedy time, and we're checking the hole here. Could be, of course, Ganon. But no, it's not. It's just a fairy fountain. Oh yeah, Ganon is a Cackrell. We actually saw that. True. I'm sorry. So yeah, Cackrell is Ganon. Small key to Turtle Rock from the uncle. And just a chop here. In the forest. Let's move further eastern. See what we got here. We're checking the cave. Full armor jack. Not usable right now. And the entrance to Hyrule Castle. Which is nothing. But yeah, this gave us that the well actually is Aga 1 locked, because that was the bottom side of the well. So can't check Kakariko well until we get Aga 1 out of the way. And Ninban checks Agina's cave, which is Hyrule Castle entrance, and finds a bottle with a fairy. Alright, we found blindside here. Find a small T to Ganon's tower and a bow on Ramond's side. Now that's something else. Finally some more items. Obviously, the rupees that we pick up in blindside anyways. But that's still something. Ninban finds one of the fairy fountains. I believe that was the Zor fountain. But yeah, blindside is the cave up to Death Mountain, and it gave us a bow. A fairy fountain again. And Ninban checking the east side of Kakariko, of Hyrule, while Ramond is not that far away from him. That was Pyramid Fairy? Okay. Okay. We don't need that game right now. Not enough rupees to play it anyways. Ramond checking that cave right here. Ninban finding the Lumberjack cave, just a few bombs. And Ramond did set up the Houlihan, grabbing the money here. Now up to roughly 300 rupees. A little more. Yeah, and Ninban now checking the magic bat that we already found on Ramond's side below. Below the grave. Ramond checking the cave above Link's house, not really finding anything of value here. Right. Crab is dropping blue rupees. Gonna take that. It's a little discount, especially since Ninban is super low on rupees still, only 40 rupees. Just ignoring the second one here though. Finding blindside and thus his bow. Didn't find the boots, however, yet. Oh wait, these were in here too, right? So here's the bow, a map, 2 ice pellets, which we saw here as well, bombs, and a small key to Ganon's tower. Yeah, boots were on Mushroom, so Ninban has not seen those yet. And of course, especially if you find them early, not finding your boots can really screw your race, just because it's such a big time loss over the course of like 3 hours if you don't have it. Especially in seats where, for example, you can't find the flute until way later. It's not as bad in Cross Keys, but still pretty awkward. Ooh, here we go. We found the same cave on Ramond's side that we saw earlier, and in my opinion, that's Waterfall Fairy, but okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Chat's saying that's Pyramid Fairy, so I won't disagree because I'm not the greatest at the details right here. I'm sorry again that I cannot provide the commentary you're used to, but since our commentator had to actually take his leave on short notice, we'll have to deal with it. Ninban finding his boots in Lost Woods. So that's pretty nice, and we're finally not yet back on same terms, just because Ramond has not found that bottle yet. Agnes Cave is Misery Mire. That's interesting as well. We just saw that on Ramond's site. And now we're checking the Mini Moldum Cave. What's that gonna be? Oh, interesting. That's 7 checks for us right here. 7 chests. Or 7 items for us. So nice. Can definitely check that one. Nothing so far. Small key to Thieves Town. Now I missed it. There wasn't anything of value in here. Which is a rare case. Like, nothing major. We saw the Thieves Town small key, which is already okay. But like, no big items. And so far, except for the bow and the power glove, we didn't find any items that seem absolutely required yet. It's an interesting seed so far, for sure. Dark room on Ramond's side. But yeah. The bottle on Ramond is a different one that Ninban found. Ninban found his one in another cave, but Paradox Cave had at least one and the Thieves Town small key. Compass on Spectacle Rock, so nothing of value here as well. Let's see what the old man has. Old man has only a red rupee. At least he's paying for his service. But yeah, this was a solid placement for the old man, making it pretty easy. And Ramond made it inside Hyrule Castle. While Ninban is actually checking the entrance of Misery Mire. He has the boot so he can get across this gap. While Ramond actually decides to go for the Zelda sequence and saves Zelda. Of course, with just a bow, this room is a pain in the ass. No sword, no whatever, no close battle weapon so far. Small key to pod in the escape sequence. Let's see what we find in Zelda's cell. If Ramond doesn't die here. Down to half a heart while Ninban actually takes his fall, but... Oh, and he forgot about the ferry! Pretty sure he didn't plan on that. Oh, maybe he did. Seemed like a somewhat odd spot to die there, but I only caught it on the edge. So. And Ninban, just with the equipped with the bow, has a hard time here fighting through Misery Mire. Ramond doing the death warp here, wants to get out. Ah, okay. Thanks, Top Life. Ramond now up on Death Mountain as well, checking more checks here. Only finds 100 rupees here. Still solid on the money department, already 800 rupees, so he will be set for the rest of the run pretty much. I'm sure both runners would enjoy and like finding any kind of weapon besides the bow. So, nothing in Spectacle Rock, I believe. It's actually hard to follow entrance rando while commentating on your own. So, if I miss anything, please don't be mad at me. I believe you only saw a Fisher Price shield in Spectacle Rock. No, it was a compass, actually. Never mind. Alright. Old Man Cave gives us a mystery hint. The building with a back door leads to a storyteller. Okay. So, nothing from the storyteller here that we can actually do something with. Alright. So Ninban now made it to Paradox Cave himself. Will probably be a little disappointed. Because it's the relatively important, depending on the seed, relatively important Thieves Town small key, yes. But with 7 chests to pick this early in the seed, you hope for more. But yeah, the connector is indeed important, as Chad points out. Ooh, and Ninban now out of arrows, so doesn't really matter because he has 7 bombs, but still a little inconvenient, especially for his progression later. Alright. Getting the bomb back, so it's not that big a deal. And Ramond actually is in the Dark World and on the east side of Hyrule. Checking the Warp 5 cave here. Finding nothing. Ooh, and Ninban finding the dam here. Compass on 1. But he's definitely gonna open this one again. And actually drain the water. Ooh, and Ramond gets wrecked there. Tried to dodge it like crazy, but it didn't work out. Ninban, no Titansmiths for you here. So need to take the other entry into the cave. And that's Ice Cavern. But not the useful one. And we find the upgrade ferry. Actually going for the arrow upgrade here, just to refill the entirety of his arrows. 10 arrows below Hyrule Castle in the basement. People only for a few hearts. And Ramond now checking the entry of the dam, or the entrance of the dam. Ninban finding a small T2 GT in the well, in the water next to the dam, actually. And now making his way over to Ice Cavern. Or Ice Cave. 2 entrances to check there. So, see what's cooking here. 3 entrances, actually. My bad. First checking the letters downstairs. Finding the bloomerang in the Hammerpeck's cave. Now checking the other 2. So we got Tower of Horror in the Ice Rod cave. And we find the hammer downstairs. Now that's finally a proper close combat weapon here. Hammer time, indeed. Checking the hint here. Big key of Palace of Darkness can be found in the sewers. Okay then. That's important to know. And another fortune teller. Ice Palace leads to Hyrule Castle. Okay then. Hyrule Castle doesn't mean Agus Tower though, right? So it's not really important. Alright, checking the South Shore here, a few bombs. Red crystals are Skull Woods and Swamp. And that means that the entrance to Eastern Palace is actually the bomb merchant. So yeah, 5-6 are Skull and Swamp. Both trackers might as well mark that. I mean, Ninban didn't find out yet, so maybe not. Kind of surprising we have not checked these entrances yet. Especially since many runners just start out here and check these 2 shops instantly. And Ramond makes his very own way to the east side, checking Eastern and Sahashula's pod. And yeah, it's the connector to Spiral Cave. Between... Ooh, and that's the exit of Tower of Horror here. So... That's an interesting connector. Finds the bottle merchant, the bomb merchant as well here in Ninban. Finding out where his 5-6 crystals are. Was that Ice Rod Cave on Ramond's side? Ooh, chess mini game. Doesn't want to play though. No chess mini game for Ramond. Alright, and the old man cave is connected to the pod entrance. No, that's not even the pod entrance. That's the house next to pod. And yeah, of course, Ramond was not able to play the chess game because he was still a bunny, and Ninban taking a death fear. While Ramond is checking the pyramid. What item do we have up on the pyramid? Still no sword, but Ninban at least can now check the magic beds drop down and finds the back of escape. 3 more items for him. And we have the big key to Ice Palace on Pyramid. And the big key to Pod in the back of escape. We found the hint for that one. So that's the sewers item the hint was talking about. Ramond actually deciding to put that hammer and these boots to good use and enter GT again. Just a few more things to check. Might as well grab those 20 rupees. And he will use these boots and the hammer to progress a little further while being here. More items to check in GT. Yes, Big Chase. Killing Bob for 20 rupees seems so worth it. This bomb jump is kind of weird, so 6 bombs for Ninban to actually get it. It's really precise, doesn't get it second try, while Ramond actually finds his very own bow. No sword to set it up, and a hard jump in general. But I'm kinda, yeah, I was thinking, can't he just bonk? Taking a fall here, we'll probably try again. Yep, we'll try again, but gotta remember he's only on 4 bombs now. Maybe he's taking the bomb down now. He is. That's a lot easier. It seems like he will skip the upper room for now and just go for the other checks here in GT. Finding another big key, and that's a big key to Swamp Palace. While Ramond also finds at the back of escape and will get his big key for Pod. Nope. Not on the mark with... Ooh. Having some issues with the boomerang strats right here. Needs to reset the room. And now uses a bomb. Is sick of it. We'll just take a bomb for it. Got that small key right there. Bomb jumps across here, finds some desperately needed bombs. And Ramond is actually on his heels. Going for the same play. Time for the render room. See what we got in here. 4 bombs for Ninban and 6 for Ramond. What's Ramond doing? He's instantly going for the bonk across the gap. Render room. Big heart. Moon Pearl bombs. And the small key to Misery Mire. But that Moon Pearl already is really important. But that Moon Pearl is surprising, so... Can probably say that we'll find the hook shot really early, because... That Moon Pearl was locked behind the hook shot. And flips as well. Hey, Bob. What's cooking, Bob? Bob not feeling it today. More bombs from Ninban. Back to 10. And now facing the ice armors. At least has 33 arrows, so he should definitely be fine. Ice armors with normal bow take quite a few shots, but only needs 19 arrows, missing the last one there. Checking the 3 chests here. 10 arrows, the red meringue, and the piece of heart. Alright, that's it for GT for now. Besides the run room that they didn't actually bomb jump towards. So, there is more checks that they could check right now. Obviously not in logic. But we got one important piece of information, and that's definitely that we have the hook shot somewhere. It needs to be close. And now with this Moon Pearl, Ninban is taking it to the Dark World, checking for some more entrances. I'm not entirely sure, because it should be obvious to him that his hookshot is most likely somewhere accessible from the light world. So just a joke in here. Ooh, and for Ramond, it's getting super close. He will be out of arrows. And now needs to use the hammer. Which is really painful and takes forever. There we go. Manages to do it. And now Ninban putting his new Merle and his flips to good use. Checking the Dark World Ice Rod Cave area. Finding Desert Palace access here. And... okay then. Might as well check Mimic Cave as well. Ninban now in Desert Palace as well, and he's deciding, or he's now back in Desert Palace, and he's deciding to actually enter now and check stuff. Now that he checked the other entrances. Team by your shield, Big Jays. Alright. Ninban needs to be careful here, doesn't want to die. Takes it a little bit safe and survives. Finds a small key, and that's a small key to Misery Mire. Meanwhile, Ramond found and checked Sahashala. Apparently didn't find much there. Except for the mushroom. No big key yet, so... the man can't check the big key chest here. Ninban, that was... okay. Not used to opening this room. We found Laser Bridge on Ramond's side. That's something else. Finding 300 rupees. And Ninban finds Skullwoods and the backside of Skullwoods. And an actual Skullwoods entrance from there. Has the big key, so can check the big key chest, and it's just a map. That was a big money bridge there, yeah, indeed, on Ramond's side. He's now over 1 grand in rupees. And we still have not found that hookshot, which is why I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of this massively dark side focused play right now. Ninban is going back into the dark world again. Yes, of course, it gives a lot of checks right now, a lot of entrances and a lot of information, but still we're missing that hookshot, and that needs to be available pre Moon Pearl. Checking Hype Cave here, and man, we already saw what that is. It's Sahashula's hut. Green Pendant is in Ice Palace. And man finding his own mushroom. And Ramond is instantly going Dark World as well again. Let's think back. What have we not checked so far? So we have not checked the northeastern area, so we have not checked the entrance of the Waterfall Ferry and the entrance to the Zora area. That's the first one that comes to mind. Is there anything else we have not checked in the Light World right now that we have access to? From probably a few checks up on this mountain. Ninban finding the laser bridge. And Ramond finding the second side, or the second half of Spectral Rock Cave. Finding the Desert Palace. Wait. What contains the Palace of Darkness, Small Key, and the Mirror? In Meyer. Okay, so Meyer has a part Small Key and the Mirror. So that means we have to find some fire source before finding the mirror. Small key to pod on Stumpy. So that brings us up to, I believe, 4 pod small keys that we know about at least. And Ramond going to the southeast shore of the Dark World. While Ninban is now in the digging game. And that one I was looking forward to, because in that MDU, I know the digging game music and I love it absolutely, but I have no clue what it is. Amasu, by the way. I'm kind of losing it right now. It's so much to take in. Oh god, I'm sorry, but it's fine. That's what you get for letting a scrub like me commentate. But yeah, this MSU has absolutely amazing game audio or game music. Alright, let's check the hobo. Let's see what we can find. Big Kill to Skullwoods, we have found that earlier. And Ninban is now checking the entrance to hobo. Which, no surprise, is hobo, because that's not randomized. And he has a small key. So hobo, who's living under a bridge, has a small key to Swamp Palace. Yeah, right. Give me a lore explanation on that one. Now, that Swamp small key is really big. But still. Huh? Alright, Ninban checking the chest above the Ice Palace entrance. And it's the Eastern Palace. Alright, let's check the chests in Eastern Palace. The first one is only 10 rupees. But yeah, it's not in logic, but Ninban can actually finish Eastern Palace here. So I guess he will go for it. Oh, he has no big key. He can't. Never mind. No big key! He could if he had the big key. This is a small key to Skullwoods now. We'll take that. And Ramond actually finds a sword here on Catfish. Finally a sword. I mean, since we found the hammer, it's not that bad. But still, really nice to finally see a sword here in this seed. And reminder, we still need to be very close, very, very close to that hookshot. It needs to be around somewhere. Maybe in the light world equivalent of the Catfish area. So around Waterfall Ferry and its entrance. Or the Zora area. In just talking about the map in Thieves Town. And Ninban will go for that one dark room chest check in Eastern Palace. Especially since that dark room is absolutely free. So yeah, Lunchbox is dead. It's only a map. And we wait for Ninban to escape the darkness. Where Ramond is now tracing his footsteps and going through desert, finding the small key to Misery Mara, his second one. We'll find only a compass on the torch, but check the hint, which says a big key to Swamplands can be found in Ganon's Tower. Yes, we already have that. Oh, wait. Did Ramond not find that? Did only Ninban find this? Okay. Dark Room, Eastern Palace has the Easter Medallion. And then afterwards, Ninban is taking his Death Warp. Can't check the entrance to Skullwoods, although he might came out of it. I'm not entirely sure if he did. And yeah, Ramond saved time here. Okay, Ninban, now going for the checks we were missing earlier. And it's really likely or likely that these actually have... Wow, Ninban deciding against it, well, because he's on 500 rupees. So that was nothing. Let's see what the entrance to Zora is. It's Zora, because, surprise, it's not randomized. Small key on the ledge. So, can anybody tell me why this is not randomized? Alright. Scamfish, do you have the hookshot? Give us the hookshot. No, it's the lantern. That's a really expensive lantern for Ninban here. But at least he will get a small key on top. And that's a small key to Misery Mire. So yeah, the amount of checks left in the light world that do not require... that are still open is really small by now. But yeah, it puts the mirror in Misery Mire in logic once we find the hookshot. Wait. Oh yeah, true. Of course. Ninban taking that Paradox Cave connector we found earlier. And Ramond finding the fire rod here in Skullwoods. And Ninban was here earlier. Did he miss that? Oh no, he came from the other side and didn't have enough small keys. And Ramond also finds the big key to Thieves Town. French vanilla fire rod for Ramond. And that big key to Thieves Town. Ninban finally rescuing the old man. He had to wait quite a while on his side. A building with a back door leads to a storyteller. Yeah, we know that. We knew that one before. At least we get a heart we full. So hey. Love for sale, I guess. Ramond taking that fire rod that suddenly makes Maya a lot more convenient. And yeah, Ninban forgetting about that drop in Skullwoods could actually bite him in the back. Because, I don't know, maybe he forgot about it. He will likely return to the Skullwoods area, but maybe not for a while. And that fire rod is helpful, it's really helpful in many, many places. Ninban finding the witch's hut, so can check what the mushroom had now. And hey, Nado! I found a wild Nado.
That's a bad joke.
I don't hear Nado though. Now I hear Nado.
Okay, I was muted.
No, I was I had Discord muted.
Okay.
Alright, so Nado,
Yes.
this is basically hunting down the hookshot, because we know the hookshot is somewhere in the light world, because it locked the moon pearl in GT.
Mm-hmm.
Iceward Cave here. Gotta take those silvers.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Small key to pod here. Not to pod, to... Was it to pod? I believe it was to pod. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Oh, chest game not giving out much, just some rupees.
And where is that hookshot? We have not many locations left in a light world to check. Quantic is calling Dark Cross. I don't even know what Dark Cross is. Actually, might as well, while we're talking. Here, guys, bet on it. And yes, I know about the typo on separate that I still have not fixed, Nada.
Yeah, didn't I tell you about that like in January?
Yes. I still have not fixed it. Aga's damn tower. Then. Alright, Ninban checking the entrance to pod, seeing what this entails. And it's a GT access entry point. We actually heard about that earlier. That was a hint.
That's not GT.
Escape.
Escape.
Castle. Yeah.
Yep.
GT is Sahashula's house in Kakariko.
Did anyone go to escape yet?
Yes, Ramond already did it.
Anything there?
Not if I remember correctly. Maybe a key, but I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, pod key. Had anyone found... Did Ninban find the dam yet?
Yes, we have found the
Okay.
dam and we emptied it. And it was another small key, if I remember correctly.
Has anyone found Swamp Palace?
No.
Okay.
And also, we didn't talk about this earlier, but Ramond actually found the 2 items we knew about from the hint in Swamp. So he found his mirror and a key, which I can't remember right now. Oh, the pod small key, yeah. So yeah, Ramond now having the really crucial mirror in Cross Keys, one of the most important items. And then going for the sewers check that we have not seen so far. Also don't have the key yet.
Well, at least he has the lamp, so it'll be much easier for him to get through it and not really ping out with just 10 bombs in Dark Sewer before he takes the Death Warp.
So even less locations left for the hookshot. Hobo just as a small key, as we all know already.
Well, technically, he's called the Camper.
Hobo!
Camper.
Hobo! But yeah, now at this point, eastern side of eastern top of that mountain seems like the best guess.
Had Ramond been into Eastern Palace before?
Yeah, I don't know. One of them did. It had no. Ramond didn't. Only Ninban did, and Ninban found the ether medallion there.
Okay. No, just
In
because
in
I
the
noticed
chest.
that he went in and he immediately noped out without even checking anything.
Yeah.
Zora's Ledge holding a small key.
Yep, that's a small key to, I believe, Meyer.
Not one of the more useful keys for them to find.
Yep. And Ramond will get his lantern here.
So Zora actually holding some value today.
I mean, we have the fire rod on Ramond's side, so...
Well, it makes things easier, though, to have a light source.
Yep. That fire rod is also available to Ninban, by the way. It's in Skullwoods. But Ninban forgot to check the hole to fall into, so... Alright, Ninban going to the east side of the Death Mountain tops, so might finally find that hookshot that has been available for quite some time. A small key on the floating island. And we get deadlocked. No spiral cave for Ninban. Not interested. Ooh, and that's the back of Skull Woods. We have the big key. We have...
But no sword, so no entry to Moth.
Oh, yeah. Ninban still doesn't have that sword that Ramond found a while ago on Catfish. But at least he finds the big key to Turtle Rock, so... That's something.
Oh, and Ramond not quite making it through. Oh, nope, fairy.
Yeah, cheesing his way through the Spike Cave, finding another small key to Skullwoods here. He doesn't even look like Mario. What are you guys talking about? I gotta say I'm confused. Both runners are really not hunting for that hookshot when there's maybe like 2 or 3 locations left. Yeah, I'd say so too, Big Jays, which is what really confuses me. And Ninban will now finally get his very own sword from Catfish, once he gets there. Finds the Cane of Burna.
Up their Swamp Palace.
Hey! The fire rock can be found in Skullwoods. Oh, really? And Ramond not deciding to get that first chest. There an obvious reason why he didn't? Seems odd to me.
Maybe he just wants to chain it in when he actually gets a small key.
I guess. Oh yeah, he has a small key, so he could have...
Oh, he does?
Yeah. Kinda confusing. He could have at least done the 2 checks there.
Well, he may just not be a fan of Swamp Palace. A lot of people aren't.
I mean, maybe he's just saying, yeah, I know that the hookshot needs to be nearby, so might as well not do it before I find the hookshot. Silver arrows were in the Ice Rod Cave. Which I don't remember, though, how to get to. Oh, Spy Cave entrance. Okay.
Well, looks like Ninban is actually going to go after Mothula. Even with just having the lamp, it is possible.
Alright, Ninban will finally find his fire rod here. Oh no, never mind. He's on the backside of Souls. But at least he will finish the first dungeon of this match. 1 hour, 5 minutes in. Gets a small key out of it. Choose pot. And his first red crystal. So we're finally back to the main quest, which is just grabbing a lot of crystals.
In the meantime, Ramond found Thieves' Town. Looks like he has both keys, so we could potentially full clear the dungeon.
Alright, this time Ninban actually gets the bomb jump here. And now he can check the chests on top.
Oh, Ice Rod in Thieves' Town.
Interesting. Big key to Eastern Palace here, so we can finally full clear Eastern. And a small key to Desert Palace. Alrighty. And Ninban trying to get out of here. Decides against it and decides to just death warp because he can't get across that gap. Just 20 rupees in the cell in Thieves' Town. And now we check the big chest. And it's a lot of love. And Ninban is actually going for the climb, expecting the hookshot on top of GT by now. So he is climbing up, while Ramond is actually going for the Thieves Town clear. No magic, or we could see some really nice burner strats. First round, no problem. Second round, solid as well. And now one more to go. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, and that was really clean. Took a bit of damage, but that's it. Besides that, a really, really clean Thieves Town, and gets on it with 300 rupees and a blue pendant. So, Then this is not OTR. It's not called Stone Dungeons. It's a Pendant Dungeon. Hey, Camel.
Chimo! How's it going here?
Well, yeah. Would it be okay for the two of you if...
Yes, that's fine.
Then I can set up the next race. Alright, so if you need any info, it will be in the race commentaries Z2 channel. I wrote down a few things.
Okay.
And yeah, thanks again, everyone that actually did take the bullshit I was talking about for an hour and 10 minutes. So enjoy your good commentators now.
I'm sure it was perfect before.
Oh, and thanks for joining me. Is it Chimo?
Yeah, it's Chimo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of been kind of like I just joined recently too.
Okay. So we'll figure out what's going on here a bit. You see the Ninban is climbing GT without the hookshot. So desperate times already, it looks like. He's missing the fire rod and the ice rod compared to Ramond.
The ice rod was actually in Thieves Town, in the room where you bomb the floor.
Okay, the top of Thieves Town in the back.
And to add insult to injury, it was Pendant Thieves Town.
Oof.
Yep. So if Turtle Rock is a crystal, it's going to require some pendants.
I see that Ninban does not have the big key to Thieves Town, which is why he can't go back there.
No.
Which is trouble for him. Do we know where that fire rod was?
I believe it was in Skull Woods. But like the main part of Skull Woods, not the back of Skull Woods.
Okay.
So it is easily accessible. Yeah.
The annoying part of Skullwoods. Oh, we've just found the hookshot.
Oh.
In GT! That's amazing!
Okay.
That makes this whole climb way more worth it.
And it was a very annoying climb.
Yeah. Yeah. Fighter Sword GT is never fun.
And he climbed it without the hook shot, so he was doing a lot of bomb jumps.
what kind of bet was going here. In this case, not finding his fire rod and not finding his ice rod is actually going to help him. Probably. It's decided to do that climb earlier.
Hold on, I'm going to try and close off the back quick.
Ramond's in Paradox or a Dark Palace with plenty of keys to go through. Not the big key though, it looks like. So he's doing Aga too. Does that mean we know there's something good in the pyramid here? I guess we'll find out in a second. It was supposed to be a swordless climb. That's a great seed. Flute. So the climb being pretty worth it today.
Well, I'm going to be nice and give the bet to someone who is the closest. And that should...
Pre-Molderm chest. That's pretty close.
Okay.
Just a couple off. He goes right away to activate his flute. He's right in the area. Ramond nails the hammer yump. Just a compass for his troubles back there and a heart piece. Find a small T to GT, which I'm sure he doesn't need anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of an insult after all that he went through.
Oh, it was the correct chest. He called it. Puts everything in logic here, eh? I'm guessing they have other access to TR then. Alright. He's diving into Eastern, which he can clear. We don't know if that's a pendant or a crystal yet. That's a good idea to clear it out, get some information. Well, I don't see too much coming out of pod here unless I missed something. I'm gonna guess he's seen that hint tile already if he's going right by it. Pod just as bare as can be, it seems like.
Yeah, not much value in pod so far.
Pretty surprising. A lot of chests. Yeah, I figured that was his second type into Eastern Palace. Makes sense. Yeah, forgive me, chat, but I just woke up and I'm taking over for Trez, so I'm joining this race very late.
And I joined it late as well.
Yeah. So we're playing a little bit of catch up here. 8 bomb drop. Takes the fill up there. Both of our runners going into bosses right now. Silver Armos, it's the total joke of a fight.
Oh,
for the shovel.
The shovel. Oh my God. Another fetch quest incoming.
Excellent, just what we want to see. How he gets a crystal for his shovel, so well worth it.
And shortly, we'll see if Pod is a crystal or the final remaining pendant.
Yeah. You see Ninban heading into Spike Cave.
And if I remember correctly, I believe Spike Cave just had money. Oh, nope, I'm wrong.
Oh, small key to
useless, yeah,
Skullwoods, so nothing too useful.
Basically as useless.
Yeah, it's real interesting that GT climb was sort of a risky call, but paid off big. So now our runners are pretty close, it looks like. He's got to find that mirror in those rods, though. Flute helps him get around. Now that he's got that, too.
Well, at least in the light world. Oh, it looks like he's going to go on that shovel fetch quest. A little swag. And not paying out, just a compass.
That's too bad. We love to see good items on that shovel.
but they don't usually happen. Oh, and then Ninban trying to go through to the portal and realizing he did not have the Titan's mitts. Oh, and yep. Now we know all our pendants, as Pod is the final remaining pendant that we know about.
Yeah.
However, currently only Ramond has that knowledge. Oh, and getting stuck.
Pod was a good time sink there. The only good thing it does for him is that he does know all the crystals now, which is not the worst. Helma is one of the longest checks in the game, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if we're using Ninban's music. I'm taking a peek at that. It's pretty awesome.
It is.
Or, yeah.
It's one of the MSUs.
Yeah. So, as typical in this game, Pod was useless and GT Climb was totally worth it without the hookshot.
To find the hookshot.
Never seen that before.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah. We see Ramond going back into TR. Does Ramond have the flute? Wasn't that in the drop down in the pyramid?
He hasn't. It's marked on his track.
Or was there another way in there? I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, apparently not.
Okay, cool. I didn't think he could have it unless it was like... No, I don't think he could have. No worries. Big key to Thieves Town in Skullwoods proper. Oh, right, we knew that already, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, I believe Skullwoods. Oh, and yep, you got his fire rod. Got the big key to Thieves Town.
The worst place in the game has the fire rod and the big key to Thieves. Totally required items.
Yes, because Thieves Town had the ice rod, and ice rod's going to be required for Turtle Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, as well, Thieves Town is the crystal itself, so...
No, Thieves Town was a pendant.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm reading this wrong then. Oh, yeah. Ramond knows that, but he doesn't know that yet.
Yeah, but it's a required pendant.
Yeah.
Or at least, well, not really required, but at least required enough to...
Get the ice rod, yeah.
But if he doesn't know if it's not a crystal, he is probably going to full clear it as well.
Yeah. What'll he have that fire rod unlocks? Looks like he hasn't found Ice Palace yet.
Oh, Dark Lumberjack was Ice Palace. Ramond found it, but he decided he got the hint, which I believe was a joke hint, and he noped out immediately.
Yeah, they both know it's a green pendant, so I guess that'll be like a last call if it's needed.
It pretty much it's only, I believe they'll probably only dip it if they're still searching for go mode items.
Yeah, definitely. Which backtracks?
And Cave 45 is only a shop.
It's a shame. Where's that mirror at? Ah, great. So he wouldn't have got Firelock, Chest, and Mire. Has he been in there?
Oh, they can't do a ped check yet. Neither one has the book.
Well, Ramond is only a green pendant away from just pulling ped.
Mm-hmm. But he did find Ice Palace and immediately nope out, so it doesn't sound like he's too enthused about going there.
No one would be.
No.
Alright.
Yep.
Ninban finds Ice Palace here, which I assume he'll also just leave.
No, it looks like he's gonna go in a little bit further.
He does know it's green pendant, but he doesn't have all the other information. Sort of interesting. I wonder how far he'll go here. First chest is pretty quick. The rest of them are awful.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a hint for the mirror out there somewhere. That's interesting. Hints are like they're a pretty big gamble in this mode because they're often pretty useless.
Mm-hmm.
The one you skip will be the one that tells you exactly what you need. Kana Samaria and Ice Palace. I guess the good thing is if he does go in and it looks like it, he's got the big key, so he doesn't have to orphan anything.
Yeah, the first chest just held a map.
Yeah. He looks like he's going in, so just bombs in the dark cross there, which is also kind of an annoying one to get to. Decent hint there for him. So skip the big chest in Thieves Town.
Oh yeah, it was just a heart container.
Yeah.
Looks like Ninban was taking out a little frustration with the whacking the hammer.
That's the hammer up there. Looks like he's got her.
Oh, and
Silver's in the Ice Rod Cave.
Yep.
It's a good find always.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see Ninban's already got that.
Yep. And when Ramond does go to Eastern Palace, it'll make his fight a lot easier.
Yeah. Still only a Master Sword too, so that makes few dungeons and bosses a little bit easier. Clearing out East Death Mountain there. What are we missing here for go mode? Big keys.
Yep, Samaria.
Yeah. Mirror for Ninban. That's about it though. Few big keys though. Mire, Desert, Hera. So we'll see what they need to find those too. See, nobody's got a key to Aga Tower, so we haven't seen anything in there. Or we might have seen the first chest, I should say. Still looking for dungeons.
Oh,
Kane!
Oh! So Pendant Ice also required.
The Pendant dungeons today paying off big. That's a little bit of a bold call, just going straight into Ice, Pendant Ice there, and it pays off big for Ninban here. Right side. He's gonna go and clear it here. The odds of there being something else. Oh, and he finds a big key to Mire.
Also another required item.
Oh man, amazing. Ninban making some bold calls in the seed that pay off big, both of them. Yeah, he's missing his mirror and his ice rod, and you think he'll find his ice rod sooner than later, especially since he doesn't know that's a pendant yet. Ramond taking care of Mothula, which our other runner's already done.
And Ramon's going to have a little bit easier time with Master Sword, and also he had the Fire Rod, whereas Ninban only had the lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did Mothula with just the lamp, eh?
Yeah, he had the bomb
Did
jump.
the bomb jump?
Yes.
Haven't seen that too often in this tournament.
No.
It's a useful one to know, though.
Yeah, it's not very common. Yeah. And Ramond getting his first crystal, whereas he has 2 pendants already. Both required, well, actually, no, I believe it was just these down that was required dip, although he did not have to kill the boss. Unless there is something good on Ped, it could be a key.
He's missing his Eastern key, so that's going to be important wherever it is. Because that was not in GT Climb, was it?
I'm not sure. Does anyone remember where the Eastern Palace big key was?
Cold Fighter Sword Cold Stare here.
Yes. Oh, he'll probably do whack.
He's good. He had Bombo, so that's good. Bombos and Fire Rod, so I'll take care of most of it.
Although the hammer kind of has that hitbox with the hammer is kind of miserable.
I would never be able to do this fight with the hammer. It's just way too hard. But he takes care of it very cleanly.
Getting a map for his troubles to
map and a pendant. We have all the pieces between our runners to check Ped.
Yes.
And Green Pendant Man, I suppose.
Okay, now apparently the Eastern Palace big key was in the Ganon Tower's Stalfo's room. So GT being absolutely required for multiple items.
As it usually is.
Yes.
Just you hope not to have to do the climb. Alright, he's heading into TR with that Cane of Samaria, which makes sense. Unfortunately, he has no Ice Rod, otherwise he could clear it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that looks right. Just the Hera big key between our runners. We didn't see Ramond has his Desert Palace big key. It's gonna be real important for him to find that Cane of Samaria. So we hope he doesn't leave off Ice Palace too long. Yeah, this Golden Sun MSU pack is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Chain Chomps, 10 arrows for Ninban. Ramond clearing out the top of Death Mountain, it looks like. Taking the hops down to the 2 harder to get to platforms. Finds Po Ledge inside of the first cave.
And just some money.
Oh, that's a shame. See what his second drop down is.
Oh, Hype Cave.
Nice find here.
If it we'll see if it's hype or not so hype.
Really just looking for the Tower of Hera big key.
Bottle. Map. Not so hype cave today.
Very unhype cave. Yeah.
I call it either hype cave or not so hype cave.
Yeah. Well, this late in the seed, it's a little less likely. 1 of 10, that's for sure.
I'd give it a 0 out of 10.
Yeah. He didn't need to see those maps. He knows all the information already.
Yes.
Yeah, bottle is not the worst. Still a good safety item. Of course, you'd rather have the big key to Hera.
Yes, or any big key. Or small key if it's required as well.
Yeah. Interesting that Ninban still needs to find a lot of these entrances to the dungeons. And nobody's found the back of Desert yet, which is also pretty interesting. Neither of our runners have Titansmiths, so that's possibly Titansmith lock location. Ice Palace or Turtle Rock, Maine. And I see that we don't know the pen or the medallion needed for either Meyer or Turtle Rock.
Oh, yep, and looks like Ramond.
He's heading into ice, so that's good.
Yep, he'll get his cane of Samaria as long as he goes far enough.
Yeah, makes sense. If you're starting to run out of things to check, dip into a dungeon, quite a few checks, even if it's a pain. I think the harder call for him is going to be GT. GT climb, anyways. Ninban's heading into Thieves Town now, so he's going to pick up his ice rod very quickly here. Likely will full clear. We're still looking for keys. That'll probably give him nothing else useful.
Yep.
Okay, so we know what Ice Palace entrance is already, and we don't need it at all.
Yep, and Ramond getting that hint a little too late.
Yep.
He already picked up that item.
It's a secret to everybody. Those are the useful hints you love to see.
Yes, or the pierogi one.
Yeah, that's a good point, Big J. Like, finding a super early big key and bow somewhere along the way, it definitely has to put GT climb in your mind, even if it's awful.
Yep. And Ninban finally finding his ice rod.
I mean, the nice thing here is that they don't have to. They can clear GT climb and they don't have to double dip. They don't know that, though. What's the problem? Yeah, without that hook shot, it's just so much harder of a call to make.
Oh, and Ramond missing that bomb jump.
He skips the big chest even though he's got the big key. Wonder if he'll go.
I don't remember, I don't.
He's going right into Cold Stare. Yes, he'll go back down there, I hope. That's gonna be a bit costly here. Ninban's forgetting the hint he saw, so it's
Or
not
maybe he
gained
just
him anything.
Or maybe he just wants his safety.
These guys have green mail? It looks like our typical link sprite on the left, so I'm guessing so. Yeah, another part container, not so bad. It was not too long a check, I guess.
And I'm not sure whether we got a hint for the green pendant as to what exactly it is. Whether it's worth it or not.
An hour 40 in and our runners have not changed clothes. That's kind of embarrassing.
Yes. Although it does make it easier to death warp.
Yeah, that's for sure. Just useful for Ninban, not so much for Ramond. Fighter sword and green mail, an hour 40 in is pretty nice. Hammer though. So picks up his ice rod, gets absolutely nothing else of value.
Nope.
And yeah, as we expect, Ramond's heading right back into ice. I don't know what the time difference would have been, but I feel like he could have walked back out like the other way from Cold Stare and gone and got the other chests, even after missing that bomb jump. So Ninban's checking entrances in Dark Village. Map of desert. If only that told him where desert was, that would be useful.
If it was a real map.
Yeah.
He needs a real map.
Chess game, a useless shop vendor.
Yep, this time not paying out.
So he did that GT climb with like quite a few entrances left to check, it looks like. Oh, Pearl is behind Bookshop. Pearl in Randall room. Okay. These guys bomb jump to it then. Good call, but I guess, yeah, then you really got to think about the logic of where a hookshot could be. Just going in to clear off Trinex for Crystal. Or he's gonna walk backwards and get some chests first.
Yep, still looking for some go mode items.
For sure. I don't know what he's cleared out in here exactly. Killing Trinex would take you to the front. He's Crystal Roller Room, so that makes sense to go get for sure.
Not this time.
The map to the thing we need.
But it doesn't tell you where it is or where the key is.
Yeah, if it told you where the key is, that'd be great too.
Okay, well, it's a good thing that Ramond went back through Ice Palace because he did just get the Misery Mire big key.
Yeah, for sure, and he gets his Cane of Samaria as well.
Yes,
so.
Which he needs to clear Misery Mire.
A little bit painful to fail that bomb drop. Luckily, he did go straight back in. And he's getting the big chest too, so that's good.
Although not holding anything of value.
You definitely do not want to orphan that if you can.
No. Because that's when it has something that you need.
Every single time it'll have what you need.
Yes.
Get some hammer Trinex action here.
Mirror boss for the win. Or menu boss. Sorry.
Yep.
Menu, yeah, that's always miserable.
1,000 menu
Yes.
buffer boss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I don't know if we've seen anything required on Mirror yet.
Yeah, because K45 was a bust.
Yeah. I didn't see if he checked race game. Or maybe we already know what that is, though.
And Ramond heading into Misery Mire and able to full clear it with that big key and Cana Samaria.
Yeah.
As well as all the fire sources, if there is anything in any of the fire lock rooms.
Something good was in here. I remember someone said Turtle Rock Big Key, maybe.
Oh, and Big Chest just holds a little love.
Oh, that's... He's already been in here. He has the mirror. Oh, right. The mirror was in here. Real interesting race so far. So he's just going in to kill Victorious. Makes sense. Our other runner heading into Mire, which we do want to see here. Gonna pick up his mirror and clear it out, take out Victorious all in one go.
And they both have bow and silver, so should be a pretty easy fight.
Yeah, always a good thing here. Ninban's picked up his Master Sword in the meantime, so... Oh, while Ramond has got his Tempered Sword. Yeah, super nice entering with all 4 keys. Amazing. So yeah, of course. That means he dipped it earlier and wasn't able to check a lot. Yeah, I'd imagine he'll be pretty happy finding a smear.
And probably a little mad.
Ish, but I mean, it's just, it meant that he checked other things first, probably.
Yeah. And Ramond getting another crystal, having a very easy Vitreous fight with those silvers.
Yeah, nice fight.
Yeah, because I've seen the Whack of Vidi fight with the hammer, and it's not a fun time.
That is a tough one for sure.
Yes.
Boss has just given a lot of help today with the shields.
Yeah.
Moon Pearl and Ganon's Tower. He seems to already know that. Picks up Pod Small Key. His 5th makes, or his 6th, I should say. That means he can do whatever he wants when he goes in there, when he finds it. Map of Tower of Hera.
Yep, again.
Very glad to see that again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really a plus that. Well, we'll see when he finds it, but he hasn't found Pod yet because it was so full of nothing. It's one of those places. It's like finding mini Moldorm Cave or something. Just a ton of checks you're expecting to get value out of. Full clear to get absolutely nothing in the seed. Alright. Ramond going in to kill the Trinex himself. A little bit easier fight with Tempered.
Yes, and not having to do the menu strats.
Yeah. Oh, that last eyeball giving him a little trouble. No, neither of our runners have done right side GT, which is interesting.
Well, they didn't have Samaria.
Okay, yeah, of course. It was in Ice Palace.
Yes.
You gotta think if they don't find their big keys they need soon, somebody might head in there.
Yes. Probably Ninban, because he didn't have any issues going in there without the hook shot.
Yeah. We wouldn't hate to see Ramond go in there and then do the tower climb as well.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't know flute is an item you get when you clear, but he only is abandoning 1, potentially 2 chests without that hook shot. So it's not something you want to do, but not as bad as it could be either. He's gonna find his useless shop here in Cave 45. Ramond getting probably nothing he wants out of the rest of TR.
Nope.
Heading over to East Darkworld here for Ninban.
Oh, and Ramond not having the hook shot has to do this the miserable way.
The funnest room for sure.
Yes.
Blue cane is nice for this room though. The rollers, cane and boots.
And only getting 2 pieces of heart, as we saw Ninban get previously.
That's a real stocked room for 2 chests.
And getting the magic and noping out.
Oh, yeah, Ninban taking his mirror to the top of the pyramid. Always a good idea. Easy to forget if you're new to the mode. Find Swamp Palace. So he'll be full clearing this for Crystal. And we see Ramond in GT.
He's going to go right side because he has Samaria now.
So we're going to see some things we haven't yet, which is good. Looking for that Tower of Hera big key.
Doing the swag block strats.
Yep.
And we'll see if he does tile room. Okay, actually, he probably will. Doesn't have the cape, so he's probably going to do a little bit of dancing.
Gets grabbed.
Oh, gets Floor Masters. Oh, that's rough.
Impossible room without the cape.
Yes. I think the next time he's probably going to be using his sword a little more.
Oh, God. Big J is banned from chat now. So he's doing a much better job of dodging that hand this time.
Yes. Yes, he learned his lesson apparently. Oh! He got totally debated. Worst item in the one of the worst items in the game. Well, actually, probably the arrow isn't as bad, the single arrow, because at least you might need that.
Yeah.
Single rupee is just, yeah, that's just mean.
You see when a lot of runners, when they have the keys, they skip that room and then go back if they don't find what they need. He's got a few things he needs though yet.
Yes.
So it's pretty unlikely anyways.
Having a little bit of trouble with this room.
It's a pretty annoying room in every respect. I don't know if I've seen anyone do it in the bracket challenges, but lamp is always fun.
Oh, yeah.
A couple races it would have been super valuable skip. But.
Oh, finding his cape, a little too late. And the mirror shield.
Oh, his favorite item, I'm sure.
Yes, everyone's favorite item.
That cape is definitely a little bit of a troll there.
Deciding not to continue further on.
Yeah, it would just be for the small key there, assuming he's cleared out the left side.
Oh no, but remember Hookshot was in GT.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if they bomb jumped all the way through the left side. Probably not.
Oh, I believe Ninban did bomb jump.
Because most people just do the rando room and then nope out of there because it's pretty annoying to do like 5 bomb jumps.
But he did nope out pretty early.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ramond, he
doesn't know what is in GT that is absolutely required.
He hasn't followed the logic that there was very important hookshot locked items that could be on the big key he found in the first 5 minutes of the game. And is also required for Swamp Palace.
Yes.
Ninban has not found his Tower of Hera key in Swamp Palace, unfortunately. Which is likely the only thing we're looking for. Probably... I mean, mitts would be something else somewhat useful. Book and powder would give us a couple more checks. Yeah, if he hasn't done Spiral Cave yet, that makes a lot of sense. Free chest, basically free. He's seen the bottom, I guess. Have we seen a Bumper Cave, I wonder? There's our first mail upgrade, Deep in Swamp. Change of clothes before the 2-hour mark here. Going to the Argus fight. Oh. I mean, no, yeah, because Swamp is locked behind Mirror, so he's definitely not going to find his hookshot here.
And Ramond deciding to go into Swamp Palace without the hookshot.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like he's thinking.
Yeah, he does have the small key. Thinking is good here.
Yes, but noping out.
In this case. He's got it. His hookshot can't be in there. There would need to be a connector to the top of the castle. And there is not, as we find Checkerboard Cave with just a red rupee in it for our final door there. Flippers are also hook locked. Bug net for the green pendant. So not really a great trade.
Nope.
Get some more mirror checks here out of Ninban. I think we've seen.
Yes.
We've seen these, so. Hookshot is in the top of GT. The pre-mold arm chest, I believe. He didn't miss it so much, but he will for Swamp Palace.
Oh, he has a cape. He can check bumper.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering about this. Which also Hookshot would have given him access to.
Oh, leaving.
Oh, that gives him an interesting location on the Mimic Ledge. Which gives him two new entrances, which first one's useless.
Well, he'll also be able to mirror to check. Oops. I'm deciding not to mirror to check the Light World entrances.
Unless Mimic Cave was a connector that he's seen already, that's
or he had a hint.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's a missed entrance. Ah, there was a hint. Okay, so that makes sense. Crack in the pyramid is a fairy fountain. That is a very good hint, besides the rest of the junk in pod. Hopefully neither of our runners have done pyramid crack yet. Well, Ramond can't. So that'll be hookshot locked.
Yeah, and Ninban just completed Swamp Palace, so.
Yeah. Cracking in the pyramid, that is horrifying. Yeah. Ninban doing the logical thing and clearing out pod here. Unfortunately, going to get nothing for his troubles. Yeah. Except, well, he needs a crystal, but otherwise nothing.
Well, actually, pod's a pendant, so he
could
potentially check ped afterwards.
I'm reading my trackers wrong. We're going to get a ped pull anytime here.
Yes, a blind ped pull. The best.
Yeah. If that's our big key, it'll be amazing.
Oh yeah, big key for Eastern Palace. Oh wait, no.
Tower of Hera.
No, Tower of Hera rather. Yeah. No, yeah, Ninban found it, but Ramond still has not found that big key. So pretty much he's going through Eastern Palace and not going to be able to clear it.
Book on pedestal would be amazing.
Yes, the trolliest of trolls, the absolute insult.
Yeah, that's a good point. We did not have a lot of Ice Palace small keys, so nothing in there probably in logic. Not much anyways. Feel like Ramond has decided he's going to do everything he can besides the GT climb without the hookshot. Big key of desert. So that actually was an important item in pod. Did not see that before. It'll be really helpful when our runners find desert. Yeah, I think most of us missed that. A lot of chests, one good item in there. He doesn't go to Helma, which is good. Except we don't get to see pedestal out of it.
No. And if there is something on pedestal, that's kind of a long way to go back in to kill the boss.
It is. It's just such a long check, so
Yes.
I don't know. Are we gonna see a ped pull here? Maybe.
Oh, he does. Oh, he does. Yeah. Yeah, Ramond does have all 3 pendants, so it is possible for him to check ped.
He's going for it.
Yes. And is it going to be worth, or is it just going to be couch cash like it usually is?
Blind ped pull.
Yes. Is it going to be rewarded or debated?
Let's see here.
You know it's not going to be the Master Sword.
Could be Gold Sword.
Oh,
It's the Mitts!
Titans!
Oh man!
Yeah, those could be required. Now we can,
Real interesting.
yeah, now we can check the Vanilla Ice Palace warp point.
Master Gauntlets. Oh, we really want to know if Desert is Mitts locked now.
Yes, or anything else.
Yeah, the Tower of Hair, big key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything in Mire area, which is interesting, but we're gonna need the flute to do that, which is gonna take a GT climb. This is quite a scene, actually. Yes. Turtle Rock entrance, maybe? I don't know if we got a hint or anything about that. Yeah, Smith chain as well.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's gonna go check Turtle Rock. He might regret it, but he might also go back there, depending on how things go. It's just a real slow, the slowest boss to get to, I think. Small key to hide in the castle.
Oh, but not even able to open up Turtle Rock. Another insult because it's Quake. Which he doesn't have, which he does not have.
Alright, he's got some more entrances up here that he hasn't seen.
Oh, and finding Sick Kid. Oh, Butter Sword.
Alright, slightly rewarded for his trouble, but not at all what he's looking for.
Well, it's still better than getting 20 rupees.
Butter swingy.
Yep.
Bad pyramid fairy there.
Yes. Not worth.
Super Bunny Cave, I guess you've already seen.
Oh, and the brewery. Oh.
Just a piece of heart.
And Ninban going to get his disappointment in Graveyard Ledge. I believe it was just 50 rupees.
Yes.
Yep, I remembered correctly. Oh. And I wonder if Ramon's going to go to the warp point and check Peg Cave, since he has those mitts. Nope, deciding to go back to GT. It looks like he's gonna find the gauntlet, so he's making the right call.
This is what we want to see.
Yes. Oh.
Super.
And then not so hype cave.
Back to not so hype cave. That's right. Yep. Yeah, super interesting here. He's got the mitt. He's going to pick up his flute, assuming he full clears it, which I think he will. And then he can check Mire area, which we have not seen at all yet. He's also going to pick up his hookshot to clear Swamp Palace. So I'd say right now, pretty good chance those mitts are required, though.
Mm-hmm. Because there's not a lot of locations left for them to check.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are mitts required, or mitts locked.
Yeah, they don't know, I don't think, about the flute, but they would know that there's an item in the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Buttersword making the GT climb a little easier than
Yes.
Ninban had it with his fighter sword. He's checking Dark Shopping Mall. I don't know if we've seen that yet. Oh, the well is AGA 1. We haven't found the keys for it yet. That's real interesting. Could be some junk left in the seed. Small key to Castle Tower. Need to find one more of those to check the well.
Ninban finally getting his tempered sword. At over 2 hours in.
Yeah, it hasn't hurt him too bad.
No.
Done pretty well. Did pretty well with that fire sword.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends if those mitts lock something.
Finally getting. Oh
God!
getting his hook shot.
He mirrors out.
Yes. Although it doesn't look like he did go through. Well, can't remember whether he went through left side.
That was the fastest decision. He hasn't done all of left side.
Oh yeah, because of hook shot being required.
And he hasn't done ice armors yet, even though he could have.
Yes.
So now it's gonna be.
He's getting his big key to Eastern Palace finally. So now he can go and clear that. Oh, and the small key to Desert Palace.
That could really hurt him if that flute's required.
Oh yeah, can't get to the mire area, and it's quite possible that there is something in the mire area. So they've run out of a lot of locations. And he's noping out. He got what he thought he needed, but not what he might actually need.
He's still missing that hierarchy.
Yes. Both of them are.
He doesn't have TR big key either, it looks like.
No, neither runner does.
Oh, is that right? Ninban's tracker looks like he has it.
It doesn't?
He did. No, he did. They both did Trinex, didn't they? I think they both did Trinex already.
Yes. No, but neither one of them has Tower of Hierarchies.
Yeah. And they already did Trinex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flute is almost certainly required. We've checked a ton of entrances here.
Yes.
Race game. I don't know if we've seen it. But it's not useful. It's the bomb refill room.
No, I saw Ramond went there, but didn't either. He had already done it or knew it was there, as he didn't just elect to actually participate in the race game.
So Ramond making some big calls to skip quite a few checks.
It's going to check that.
Thinking he has what he needs, but he does not.
No. He should have. Yeah, he should have stayed in Ganon's tower and would have gotten some more value. And he's going to probably either a triple or possibly quadruple dip.
Out of the top GT, I could almost see, but you're up there anyways.
Yes.
But the left side, I don't know. I would have gone through for sure to
Yes.
ice Armos.
We have 22 chests.
Oh, he did ice Armos already. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
I never saw that. So they both did a ton of sequence breaking in GT early on.
Oh, and getting a shovel for hopefully he decides to not follow that fetch quest as it did not lead to anything.
Yeah, but skipping out of the top of GT is probably going to hurt him pretty big.
Yes.
That makes Ninban skipping Helma for now less painful if that myth's required. It's really looking like it is. Yeah, I have to agree. That's just bad skipping out of GT when you're up there. Like, you've done most of the climb already.
Yes.
You've got to know that there's an item on the drop down in Pyramids, plus the Moldorm 2 chest. It's possible he was, he was committed to doing the hookshotless GT climb, and when he got it, he wasn't thinking that he could go any further, which would be a sort of brain fart. But...
Going back into full clear swamp.
Yeah, Ramond definitely has those silvers. He was not using them in GT. That's what could be an accidental tap on the quick swap menu. RNL will switch you back to regular bow.
Yeah, it looks like he was using regular arrows and then eventually realized it and then switched to the silvers.
I don't know if we're going to see too much new information here until Ninban gets his mitts or Ramond does the most horrible thing and reclimbs GT. I don't know. I can't imagine he's going to do that anytime soon. For 2 checks. Yeah, we'll be interested to know for sure what the decision was to skip out of GT Tower. Yeah, that's basically where we're at, likely. It's Helmasaur versus Reclimbing GT for the mitts on pedestal to get to Myra area. Nice. Yeah, we're seeing Dark Palace right now. I'm sure it was a pretty conscious decision by Ninban to nope out of there for the time being, but had it in his mind that he might need to go back. Yeah, totally agree with that, Recidador. Yeah, the GT skip is a little different. I have to think that's just a mistake. He was thinking he couldn't do it and then mirrored out before he remembered that he could with that hook shot. That's one of those things. You think you're about to leave, so you got mirror in hand, and you're just ready to mash it. It's got to be that. There's no other reason not to clear out the rest of it for the time you've already sunk. we'll see if Ninban goes straight to the pedestal after he picks up his final pendant. For go mode, we're missing Back of Desert and the big key to Tower of Hera.
Yep, and Ninban taking out Helmasaur, and hopefully he does do the ped check soon. Because with that flute, he will be able to go to the Mire area, whereas Ramond still needs that flute.
Yeah, I don't think...
Oh, and almost 2 hours and 20 minutes in, Ramond gets his first clothing upgrade.
Yeah, pretty good there.
Yes, I think that was the only thing that was halfway decent in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, a lot of chests, not much of value, but
no.
It was also pretty late in the logic.
Yes.
Like...
Yeah, with that late hook shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think most people would decide to skip out of GT for any other reason. That late in. The Aga 2 fight is not that long. We still don't know where that Tower of Hera big key is. No. Potentially Aga 1 is required still. Okay, so a hookshot was early in logic. I guess that bow was early as well. And most hiding the hair of Big Key, very possible.
It looks like Ninban's going to go to do his blind ped pull.
So this is going to be real interesting. Yes. He's going to be heading to Mire area pretty quick here, I think.
Yes, because he's pretty much run out of locations to check at this point in time.
So we haven't seen Mini Moldorm Cave. Well is in Lumberjack Tree, so that's the interesting one. Vanilla Hurricane. Could be them.
Oh, and now we're going to get our first look at the Mire area.
Yeah, so this is going to be the interesting thing here, and unfortunately where Ramond is going to get burned if it's important, which it likely is.
Oh, and Vanilla Mire Shed.
Amazing.
Yes.
300 rupees.
Please. 20 more. It's so not worth.
Tops up as well.
Oh, and Ramond finds Back of Desert.
Oh, where was that?
I didn't see it because I was watching. Yeah, I think we're both busy watching Ninban. Oh, a hammer. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was just at a hit pegs. Yeah, so mitts totally required.
We'll see if Ramond or Ninban picks up his Tower of Hera big key anywhere here.
Oh, that would be so interesting if it was on Lenmolas.
Yeah, that's true. If the big key to Tower of Hera is on Lenmolas, flute not required, and his skip is nothing at all. In fact, saved him time.
Yeah, and currently the Mire area not really holding much unless there is something in.
Takes care of Lenmolas.
Let's
see what it is. Small key.
To Castle Tower.
Oh yes, that's what we want to see.
Oh. Oh, and Hookshot Cave in Checkerboard, holding Red Mail a fairy in a bottle, piece of heart, and
Quake!
which is
An entrance.
the entrance to Turtle. Yeah, to Turtle Rock, which
he hasn't seen yet though. But yeah,
no.
see how he rests this here.
Mm-hmm.
Got a few more entrances, I think.
Yep. Yep. Able to check Desert Ledge in that left entrance.
Yeah, big key to ALttPR could be in the well, which is...
in the Min and Moldorm Cave.
Okay, so let's see what this is. This could be big.
Yeah.
This shows us if our flute is required, likely.
Oh, there's that small key to Hera. Oh,
Big
and the
key
big
to
key. Oh,
Tarno.
so
Oh,
required. That flute is Ramond is in trouble. He really needs that flute. He's, yeah. It's basically, I guess we can call this seed flute locked. Flute locked. Yeah. It's totally flute locked.
Amazing seed.
Yes.
Flute required, mitts required on pedestal.
Yes. Basically an all dungeon seed.
It's gonna be real tough here for Ramond to have any sort of chance.
Yeah, he needs... Bye, Trez.
That was like
super right.
Nothing happened. We found 2 keys. Come on!
Those are exciting keys.
Yes, they were.
Ped required. GT climb required. Totally required. Ramond doing some awful checks that are not going to get him anything.
Nope. Basically just wasting time.
Yeah, GT climb is what he needs, but that is not something you want to go back to. So Ninban, realizing, I think, that he's in go mode, just needs to find desert.
Oh, and another useless item in the purple chest, just a map to Thieves Town, which they've already both cleared.
And we're going to see what Quake gives us here, but it's not what we need. Ninban's going to leave those hammer pegs till very last. Still got to do Hera, too.
Oh, what if this is Hera? Nope, just a shop. That's what my original thought was.
Yeah, they know where Hera is.
Oh, they do? Oh, they do. Okay, I missed that. Oh, decided to nope out of the brewery, which we both know held nothing of value.
Ninban just needs to find Desert Palace, and that's it. And he's got to finish off Hera. Ramond desperately looking for his flute. Gonna have a real hard time. Yeah, he's gonna do the Aga 1 climb, which unfortunately is not gonna be what he needs. Fortunately, not too many more useful items that we can see in the well. Nothing that we need.
Yep.
Ninban's clearing out Hera here.
Yep, well, not really clearing it out, more go-moding it.
Yep.
Skipping all those chests because he knows they don't hold anything that he actually needs. Whereas Ramond is still on the hunt for items.
Yeah.
Easy Moldorm kill.
No falls, that's always good.
Yes. especially through that center hole, and yep, getting 10 vampire sticks.
Small key to ice in the dark maze in Aga Tower.
Yeah, totally not worth it.
That was probably, possibly logically required.
Oh. Although I believe there already are enough small keys in Ice Palace to go through it without having to find any extra ones.
So it looks like he's going to check hammer pegs right away here, I think. Booking well.
Yes.
Yeah, Ramond is in the wrong tower.
Yes, he needs that flute.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to play Golden Sun after this. Yeah, it would have been real super close if he'd have finished off GT Tower.
Yep, just one of those calculated risks that sometimes pays off, but in this case did not pay off.
Gonna feel real bad if that was just a
Yes.
mistake on his part. $19 hearts here. It's not going to be the toughest landless fight in the world.
Nope. Plus silvers.
We see Aga 1 on the left. Picks up his last crystal, beyond a Ganon. There goes Aga 1. Get to see the well pretty soon and all of its not important contents. Ganon conspicuously hiding out in the well in Kakariko.
Mm-hmm.
Some burrito hints from Ganon here.
Yes.
Always helpful.
Yes. At least it's not as wordy as some of his some of the things he says about the cheese, the largest cheese.
Yeah, we're all going for burritos after this, guys.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we're about to see well on the other runner's screen.
And I did not see this earlier. Okay, useless key to turtle, small key to Turtle Rock. Half
magic. All right.
Yeah, at 2 hours and 32 minutes in. Powder. Piece of heart. Yep, not much of value at this point so late in the game.
That's gotta hurt.
Yes. Still on the hunt.
Yeah. He's gotta be thinking about that skip out of GT. And the pig is dead. Here we go.
Yes. Get your GGs in.
Very good run to Ninban there. 2:33:25 is the official SRL time. I think really well run. He made some calls that were kind of risky, but they paid off big.
Yeah, because otherwise it looked like it would have been possibly closer to 3 hours if they were on the hunt for all those items.
Fetch quest. The 230 Ped seed. Ped and flute totally required for that.
Yes.
Book on the bat there, did we just see? Something?
Oh.
I'm sure that Ramond does not want to reclaim GT.
Oh, but it looks like Ramond forfeit.
Yeah, not terribly surprising, I don't think.
No.
See if we can get these guys in to talk to us for a bit.
I really gotta say, the past few days I have been generating some awful seeds.
Did you make this, Trez?
Yes.
It was truly awful.
Yes, I did.
Ped required all dungeons.
GT climb without the hook shot. Totally
Yes,
required.
feels bad.
GG Ninban.
Yeah,
Yeah,
GG.
good game.
Thank you.
Great seed, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
think what do you think of the seed?
Hey, what a seed.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We saw you make some calls early on that really paid off, but kind of tough up to GT and right into ice. It's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt good finding my hook shot there because I forgot that I would not have been able to get the Moldom 2 chest.
Okay.
I would have hovered, but you know.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And
It's not as bad. Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, just right after the flute, I was like, yo, that's so good. And then just full clear the seed.
Yeah.
Those Titan Smiths.
I think.
Like, before going back to kill Helmazor, I was sure I probably forgot something, maybe a connector somewhere. But then it would just be the Titan Smiths.
Yeah. Yeah, no one expected that. Your opponent had Titansmiths quite a bit earlier as he pulled Ped pretty quick. Unfortunately, he hadn't done GT climb yet and went up, and after getting the hook shot, he mirrored out instead of clearing.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
And
unfortunate for
the
him.
flute, yeah.
Yeah.
But I knew the early hook shot was an advantage for me. But
Yeah. Yeah, anything else interesting about this seed you remember or want to talk about?
19 hearts, man.
Yeah, that was kind of nice.
Always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I had opened the few chests I skipped on that mountain, maybe I would have got 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We saw you pick one chest and then realize you're in go mode and then skip a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, it was super well.
At least Dark World Access was early, even if it required sequence breaking GT. That's why I went back in GT quite early, because I knew Moonpearl required the hookshot, so I knew hookshot was somewhere in the light world. And I had 2 keys, I think, going up GT, so yeah, those 2 chests at least are in logic.
GG,
Just went all in.
Ramond.
Yeah, GG, Ramond.
Good game.
Hi, GG.
So
GG,
what
Ramond.
did you? So what did
I
you
have
think
one-
of the seed?
Yeah, it was interesting, the hook shot.
Yeah, interesting. That's always a word.
Yeah, and those Titans mitts on the pad too.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah, I actually wasn't too happy about that somehow, because I don't know, I didn't have the feeling like they might not be required or something. I was still looking for the hook shot, And I mean, I was aware almost the whole seed that the hookshot could not really be in many places because the moon pearl was locked behind it. But somehow I kind of got distracted all the time.
Yeah, that'll happen in VR. The thing we're most interested about is you climbed GT and got the hookshot and then mirrored out.
Yes, trigger fingers.
Oh, that's
Yes.
Oh no.
I
That's what we
regretted it.
figured.
Yes.
And then I thought, no, I need to gamble that because if I go back up, then
Yeah, it's big
Yeah.
time sink after that. That's real unfortunate because still Ninban was looking for his Titan's mitts and you had them, I think. So
Also, yeah, Flute was still in GT, which was required.
yeah, I thought so. I figured.
yeah, Flute
Yeah,
was
it
in the
was in the
pyramid
channel.
drop. Yeah. And totally required in the scene. Really interesting. Well, anything else you guys want to say about that seed? I don't know, it's pretty interesting to watch.
It was. Even though we both came in a little late.
Had some commentary trouble
Yes. Yes.
Well, if it was interesting to watch, it was interesting to hunt as well.
there.
Yes.
Yeah. Super good.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, it wasn't too long of a seed because I was beginning to get worried that it would be more like a 3-hour seed.
Well, when
Yeah.
you acquire GT and pedestal, it's it's hard to make it
Yes.
fast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good time, I feel like,
Yes.
2:30. Alright. So, look at the bracket schedule here, I guess. See who we're facing next. Ninban moves on to fight P-Train in round 3 of the winner's bracket. That should be a good one. Any thoughts on that upcoming match?
Well, not really. I mean, P-Train is a good player, so I think it will be a fair matchup. I'm looking forward to this. So, hey, I'm just looking at my game stats in the credits, and shoutouts to the GT Becky first chest.
Yeah,
First chest GT.
that's what chat was saying. That has got to put GT Climb in your mind right away when it's that early, even without the hook shot. But so Ramon's going on to face Dwayne in the losers bracket, which is also going to be a pretty tough fight, I think, despite his 62 seed.
All right. So, GG again to both Ninban and Ramond. I want to give a big shout out to Kiamo and to Nado for jumping in and helping me with this seed. Nado already had to leave, but that's fine. Also, big shout out to our trackers today for this match, to iBot and to Wishmaster. No, not Wishmaster. To Maltak. I'm getting the games mixed up at this point. Oh boy. All right.
Easy to do.
Talking about mixing up games, there is a second game right now going on the ZSR mainstream, and that's Gem versus Wallkicks. So please check over there. They are like 40 minutes in, so there's still plenty of rando action to go. There will be more later, including a match by Andy and several others, like Residador being on Violet Pumpkin versus Welkin, 1R40, and RD Walsh. Check these races out as well. You will find them on the schedule. Not sure if all of them will get restreamed due to the volunteer situation, but we'll try. Until then, go over to ZSR, and thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye-bye.